I am so excited that you decided to join us on this summit. It is going to be an awesome experience, and I can't wait for you to learn from the world's top influencers. These people are geniuses and experts at the topic they're speaking at. I wanted to thank you for registering and also give you a little bonus freebie in order to prepare you for the summit and really get the excitement flowing. So before we get started, I want to make sure that you mark on your calendar that the summit is March 30th. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. Put it on your iPhone, put it on your wall calendar, wherever you can mark it down to make sure that you remember to show up. Please do that right now. Also, in about 5 minutes, you're going to be receiving an email. Make sure that you check that out. You're gonna have a free gift coming from me and you won't wanna miss it. And as a free bonus, for those of you who don't wanna wait until March 30th and wanna jump in right now, I wanted to give you this free bonus lesson to help you prepare for what you're gonna learn. So what we're gonna be talking about today, and this is just one small section of our entire course, is how to reach out to brands. A lot of you are here because you want to learn how to get free product or make money on social media. So we're just going to jump right to the good stuff. So I have a 5-step process on how to get a partnership going with a brand. So the first step is preparing your page, whether that's Instagram or YouTube, in order to look professional and show the brand that you mean business. When you reach out and they come to visit your page, you better be ready and set that solid first impression. The second step is preparing your audience to be ready to consume that product of the brand that you're going to work with. You can't just randomly throw this product at them and expect them to buy and not be a successful partnership from the brand's point of view. The third step is we are going to talk about how you can reach out to these brands, where to find their contact info, and what to say to them to increase your likelihood of a response from that brand. Fourth, we're going to be talking about actually the integration of that product and how to make that successful and natural for your audience and for the brand so that they can use that in future content. And then lastly, fifth, we are going to be talking about the follow-up with that brand, the analytics you need to send them, and the steps that you can take to increase your likelihood of them working with you again to get more money or more free product. So let's start with step 1. Right now, I need you to ask yourself, if a brand visited your blog or your Instagram page or your YouTube page, whatever it is, what would they think your audience is, all right? Are you targeting towards the younger audience, or are you targeting towards the older audience? Are you targeting towards an outdoor crowd, or are you targeting the music crowd? What is it that your audience is looking for, and how does your content reflect that desire of your audience? Second, I need you to ask yourself, does your Instagram bio clearly reflect what content you post? So if you are a DJ musician and that's what your following is about and that's what content that you provide them, do you say that, hey, I'm from Wisconsin and I like cows? Or do you say, hey, I'm a DJ, I make house music, or I make country music, whatever it is? You need to have that clearly specified in your bio, and just to make sure everything on your page is aligned. You don't want random pieces of your bio saying one thing, your content saying the other, your profile picture alluding to a third thing. Third, do your photos and videos all look like they go together? Is it a coherent feel? If that brand looks at your page after you reach out to them, do they say, hey, this guy means business, he's a professional, he knows how to create content, he knows what his content is about, and he knows how to talk to his audience in an effective manner? Or does it look random and half-hearted and amateur? We don't want that. You need to make sure that every post you have is coherent with what your bio is, what your mission is, and who your audience thinks you are. Fourth, are you already actively integrating product into your content? If a brand looks at your page and they say, hey, you know what, this guy never talks about a new product, and if we were going to work with him, his audience would be completely blindsided, then that's going to decrease your likelihood of that brand actually working for you. So this is actually going to follow into that second step that we're going to talk about and how to prepare your audience. But you want to make sure that you are actively and intelligently talking about products so that this brand feels comfortable in knowing how you'll talk about their product and knowing that your audience is ready to receive that. And then lastly, in this first step, are there any pictures or red flags on your bio that might turn a brand away from you, that might decrease their likelihood of being comfortable with you featuring their brand in your content? So whether it's scantily clad women or, cuss words or whatever it is there anything that might make a brand second guess whether you're a good fit for that brand? The second step in learning how to reach out to brands is you need to prepare your audience. So just like we talked about that first step, are you actively talking about products in your content right now? Now you could be a photographer and still be incorporating products, or you could be a video, you could do video and you could be incorporating products. You don't necessarily have to be an expert in any certain field. You know, we're friends with Dr. Axe, and he is an expert in supplements and health, and so he is very high level or he can talk high level and he can talk into the weeds, but he knows his stuff as far as supplement goes. That's one way to do it. The other way is Sean and I are more lifestyle. So we just talk about, hey, we like this brand because X, Y, and Z, and it fits what we're looking for in that product. So you need to make sure that you are incorporating products into your brands. This is something that honestly you're probably using dozens of brands every single day. You just need to be intentional in how you use that brand and then how you talk about that brand to other people. Because if you are capable and fluent in expressing your opinion, then that's A, gonna help you build your niche because there's other people that are gonna share those opinions, and then B, also make it more likely that whatever brand that you say, hey, you know what, I like this water bottle because it has really good electrolytes in it, and electrolytes help me sleep or prepare for my workout. That's gonna be a heck of a lot more effective for this brand Smart Water. This is just random. For you to be talking about that brand intelligently and giving that niche whatever it is they're looking for, whatever level of information they're looking for, that's going to be a successful integration for that product, and it's going to likely increase your chance of working with them again. So all that to say, prepare your audience by actively integrating brands into your daily lifestyle, whether that's Instagram stories or your YouTube video. You know, it doesn't always need to be sponsored. Just naturally and organically talk about the products you already use. It's as easy as that, and that will prepare your audience. Third is, how do you actually reach out to these brands? Well, there's a couple best practices that I recommend and other influencers that I know recommend, and it's gonna really increase your chance of getting a response and then also gaining excitement for a potential partnership from their end. So the first thing you wanna do is make sure that you're following brands, and you're following this specific brand that you might want to work with or you think you want to work with. Follow them on all different social channels, and this way you'll know what campaigns they have going on, what type of content they put out on their own. Is it fun, lighthearted, or is it deep or dark, or whatever it is? You'll kind of start to understand their tone. You'll understand all their product offerings and how they like to talk about that, and that's going to be really, really important for them to feel comfortable working with you so that you can talk about their product, how they prefer it and how they're used to. Second is just do a little Google search on that brand and look up mission statements on their website, or go to their about page and understand the founders and what their missions are. This is gonna really help you in being able to converse with that brand and understanding exactly what they're about. So definitely do your research. Also understand any controversies or any newsworthy things that might have recently happened, just so you're aware of the current events going on with that company. And then once you have a good backdrop, you've laid the foundation of what that brand is all about and what their mission is, then you could reach out to them. So I like to reach out on DMs. A lot of these brands have social media teams that are active on social media every single day, and so you could reach out to them, and we have a full template on what you could say, best practices, but you want to make sure that you're not just saying, hey, can I get free product? You are proposing a partnership, proposing a collaboration. You're including in there, hey, I think I have an idea for a video that could look like this, and I really love your product because of this. You want to make sure that you are communicating to the brand that you know what their brand is about and you know how you could bring value to them, and just communicate that. And then they'll likely respond with, hey, reach out to this team at this email, and then you could pretty much expand on what you DM them in that email and just continue the conversation. Make sure that you are being punctual, you are emailing and communicating quickly. Don't make them wait a week or a month. Just be professional about it is the bottom line. And once it goes to email, then it's game on, it gets serious. So fourthly, how do we actually integrate that brand's product into our content? So at this point, you should have been actively practicing how to include products from a day-to-day basis, just from what you use. So you should feel comfortable and know what your audience likes and how they can receive your information or your integration of a product, and you should know what they don't like. So you should actually have a style at this point. So when a brand gives you their product, it's just another day at the office. You're just integrating that And you might need to include, yeah, this was sponsored, or yeah, I partnered with them, but that's totally fine. Your audience should be used to that and they should feel comfortable with that. This is the time we live in. Fifthly, the follow-up, and this is huge. This has been something that we have benefited greatly from, is working with the brand and being super professional. So you send them the analytics of the campaign. So a lot of the brands like to see screenshots of your story post, how many views that got, how many link clicks, how many impressions from each individual frame you did for them, or a screenshot of your in-feed posts. They'll ask for all the analytics, and if they don't, I would highly recommend you provide them those analytics, because it just shows that, hey, you know what, this guy Andrew really knows what he's talking about. He gave us all these screenshots with the analytics, and look, it was really successful. Also, when you send these analytics, make sure that, hey, my audience really liked it because of this, or I felt comfortable doing this, and just continue the conversation as opposed to just ending it and having it be a dead end. You want to make sure that you are communicating with the brand ambassador, whoever the media agent is on their end, and build a relationship with them. You know, feel free to jump on a call. Don't feel averse to actually getting to know who they are and what they're about and what their background is and why they love the brand, whatever. Ask all these questions, build that relationship, and have that strong follow-up so that the brand really wants and feels comfortable with you, and the next campaign that happens, they're like, hey, you know what, we worked with this influencer in the past, they crushed it for us, we know exactly what they're going to deliver, and they're super professional, let's work with them again. And so those are my 5 steps of how to work with a brand, how to reach out to a brand, and this has been something that's been tremendously successful for us. It's been proven time and time again, and these other influencers that you guys are going to be listening to in the summit have all done similar things like this, all in their own style. So you guys have now registered for the Side Hustle Social Summit, and we have actually put together a Side Hustle Social Academy, and in this academy we have 8 different modules that walk you through how to change your perspective from being a consumer of content to a creator of content. We walk you through what type of content you might be best at creating. We have a ton of different exercises and quizzes that you can take to figure out what your niche might be. We talk about how to clean up your profile right now, what a good profile looks like and what a bad profile looks like. We give you assets like Instagram highlight icons that you can pop right in there and immediately up the professional feel of your profile right on the bat. We talk about how to create content, how to schedule it, time-saving strategies, how to make money on social media, how to reach out to other creators for collaborations to help you grow your presence. These are all things we talk about in the course. Again, we have 8 different modules, over 50 videos, over 20 PDFs. It is highly educational. We spent so much time putting this together, and I've accumulated all my 5 years of being an influencer into this course. And so we're actually offering those people who have registered for the summit a major discount to get into the course right now. If you want to, you can get a head start on all this knowledge before we sit down with these expert influencers. And we're giving you this discount right now, so feel free to register. We'd love to have you as a part of that course. The testimonials that we've gotten from the existing, we have several hundred students. Those testimonials have been fantastic. It has been the most satisfying process or step of the whole thing, is to hear the feedback from the current students. And I would highly recommend you guys check that out. If that fits your budget, if that fits your lifestyle, please do so. If not, we will see you March 30th for this epic event that we're hosting with the world's top influencers. Don't forget to set your calendar, and we'll see you there.